miss sometimes with this going smoothly. All right. It's showing that it's about
Oh,
to
we
should
just
be
switched
going
over.
live.
Yes, just
All
switched
right.
over to live.
Perfect.
So I'm pulling the chat and getting that
Please allow
set.
repeat. The host and
All right.
Everyone, everyone is here, but
Okay.
All right, you ready, DC?
Yeah. All right. Go ahead with it, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our intro is not working
It
today.
broke.
Yeah, right. Unlike this show, technology's not working for us.
Oh yeah.
Nobody would
That's
think
right.
about that, right?
That's right.
So we're just going to go ahead and get this one started off, and hopefully, I'll be shooting DC some messages and see if we can figure it out as we go along. But we'll try to work that out. But hey, DC brother, first week back at work. How's your week going?
About what I expected. I'm missing summer break.
The
So
summer break is
the
over.
kids will be here in the next day or so.
Welcome.
Friday,
Yes.
2 hour day Friday. So yeah,
Yes.
whether they're
All I
ready
can
or
say
not,
is-
they're coming.
All I can say is welcome to my world because this is week 3 for me. So I'm
Right.
just glad you're having to work now.
Right.
Man, we have got an amazing group of musicians coming on tonight, and I'm so excited for this. So I'm going to throw it over to you, and we're going to do the introductions. We're going to get this show rolling.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are honored to have. We are the '80s, and these guys are out of the Los Angeles area, I believe. Is that correct, Steve?
Yep. LA.
Okay. All right. As I did my research and found these guys, I was very, very impressed with just all of them are great musicians, and they put on an awesome show. And excited to talk 80s with them tonight. But we got Carl. I believe he's in charge of all the engineering, the audio stuff, and it does a
live
fantastic
sound.
job. Yeah, does a fantastic job with that, as you can see on videos that they have on YouTube. And Jazz and Steve. Steve is the leader of the group, and the Fish and Kat, and we're waiting on Sarah. And I think Sarah is an educator as well, if I read that
Yes, she is.
correctly. My hat's off to her for sure for doing that. And guys, how are you? We appreciate you joining us tonight for a little bit.
good.
Doing good.
Fancy.
We're doing good.
thanks for having us.
Absolutely, our honor. I need to start right here and right now with this part. I was intrigued with the bios that you had on your website, and as we go along, I'll kind of try to hit something that kind of stuck out to me a little bit on each one of you as we go. But I want to start with the general question that we asked a lot of guests that we have on. What is the intrigue, if you will, with that 80s decade, even with any generation of age? What do you think is the power behind that? That staying power, if you will.
So I guess I'll start kick it off here because everybody has a passion for 80s music. The band has been together for about 4.5 years, and I think that it was, that decade of the 80s had so many different types of music in that period. And, there were so many different sounds. It really kind of kicked off more of the electronic age as far as bands embracing synths and electronic percussion. And also, the music was really varied. And there were so many different bands that had great dance songs, hit songs, metal songs. I mean, very, hummable, songs that all of us kind of remember. And it was really kind of a happy period. And I think that for us, what started as embracing these different bands, we have found as we've evolved as a band that we attract a larger audience that loves to dance to our music. We're really, I would say, kind of a classic 80s dance band. So when we perform live, people are always dancing for the entire show with all the different material that we have.
Yeah, in your demos, some of the demos that I've seen, people are just having a great time, and you're right, they're nonstop dancing around on the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I call
It's
us a party
contagious.
band.
There you go. There you go.
You know, and Steve, you mentioned it, and that's one of the things we've talked about before. Because like here in Nashville back in the '80s, 103 KDF. I mean, you
Was
may
the main
hear,
channel. Yeah.
you may hear Def Leppard, followed by Madonna, followed by Johnny Cash, followed by Rat, and you know, it was just really cool when I was watching some of the videos. The way you guys kind of mixed everything that kind of represented the '80s together, even including that one station that has everything. It's like a one
Yeah.
size fits all. Everybody comes to party, and it doesn't matter what you like, you're going to hear it. So
That's
I
good.
think that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So true. Absolutely. Guys, anybody else opinion about the '80s? Why it's sticking around so strong?
I think I'm going to just piggyback on Steve. I mean, the so many different genres, right?
Mm.
And what I find is it's just so joy filled. You know, when people
Yes.
show up, they are ready. I mean, I have people walk up to me, you know, on break or before the gig starts or after that. They're drenched. They're literally drenched in sweat.
Right.
And they're like, thank you, because I was looking forward to being here tonight, just cutting loose and dancing and the joy of it. You know, I don't think we have a lot of places anymore like we used to. You know, coming up in the 80s, we had all these clubs and places and
Right.
hangouts and radio stations. And now that's really shifted, right? And that and having access to that, it's not it's not as available. So when we're playing and performing, I mean, people of all ages are showing up. It's not just, oh, I grew up with the 80s.
That's right.
Like you said, it's retro chic now. You know,
Yeah.
That's
you've
right.
got the 20 somethings. There is one particular place in LA that I've gone to that is a club, and they play 80s on Saturday night. And I'm looking around, and there's all these 20 somethings
Yeah.
singing along word for word
Right.
the songs that, you know, I was there for when it was going down.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
it's
Absolutely.
impressive. It's very joy filled. It's just a lot of like energy and emotion and expression throughout all the different genres of 80s music. There you have
and
it.
you
Well put.
and you
Yeah.
know that's one of the things like DC and I have talked about before. When we go out and do a live remote, like at a concert, it's so cool to be able to step back and watch everybody because everybody's experiencing the music differently. Do you guys get to see that from the stage and
Oh
get to
yeah.
see the gift that you're giving everybody? Because it's so
And
cool
it
to
is.
watch.
This is a true gift. Absolutely.
That is a privilege and that is part of the joy. And I am very grateful when I have those moments where I can just see that, because
Mm.
that's the hit of joy and energy that's given back to us, that just amplifies the experience for us as well. It's so important. And I'm so grateful when I see that. I'm like, we're doing our job and we're having a great time, you know?
Yeah.
And
And
so is the
and
audience.
I think that's another thing that comes across in the videos I've seen is you guys are not just performing, you're actually enjoying what you're doing.
Oh,
And
it's
that comes
very
across.
obvious. Yeah.
And to me, that makes a huge difference. If I'm going to see somebody play, knowing that they're enjoying and having a good time, I'm probably going to join in and have a pretty good time. So you guys do it. You can tell you guys really enjoy that on stage. One thing I always like to kind of delve into, I want to ask everybody kind of who are some of the folks that were your musical influences?
Oh, wow.
Fish, jump in.
Go first, Steve. I don't even know where
Okay.
to start.
So I'll make mine real quick. So I mean, I've been playing the drums for way too long. I would probably say my influences, like so many, would go all the way back to the Beatles. And you know, I started playing the day after the Beatles appeared on Ed Sullivan, and went through all the way in the 80s, Pink Floyd, Zeppelin, Jethro Tull, into the 70s, the progressive Canterbury scene, and then finally really the 80s, because there were so many bands that I really loved. All of the Trevor Horn type bands, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, um, Art of Noise, ABC,
Oh wow.
Depeche
Yeah.
Mode we love. As a band, I would say, it's very democratic. We discuss what new material we're going to work on, what songs we're going to take out. And, we work on, maybe groups of 3 songs at a time. And I like to challenge the band, kind of work outside our comfort zone. And all the players are excellent players. And
Absolutely.
it's really good to hear what people come up with. We're not necessarily always faithful to the original arrangements, so we might put something else in there to make it interesting. But we've got 2 fantastic singers, great guitarists. The band wouldn't even exist without Jazz, on keyboards and her synths. And Fish just locks it down. So it's, and Carl masters our sound. So it's a good group of people. But that's more of my perspective of the band.
Wow. Jazz, what do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean it's definitely in my entire musical career. Definitely, this genre has been the most challenging. I think that mainly because of just all the synths in almost every single '80s song that you hear. There's
Mm,
like 2, 3 plus synths going on, and so I do my best to get the main melodies down and then to fill in the spaces. And so I mean, I always say I only have 2 hands. I wish I had more, but but I mean, I think my main influences would probably be any of the artists in the '80s that sit in like the new wave genre,
yeah.
like the synth pop and Depeche Mode, Duran Duran, The Cure, New Order, bands like that. I think I really like the darkness of synth pop, and just the crazy sounds that these artists come up with. And
Right.
it is very, very difficult to not have the exact synths that they're using, because I'm using 2 specific synths to recreate from scratch most of these sounds that we're playing. So it is a
Ama-
challenge.
Absolutely, it's amazing. I want to stay on that topic just a second with you, Jazz.
Hmm.
We interviewed a few years ago Paul Robb from Information Society, and
Okay.
he was a sin guy, and he talked in detail about how challenging that's been all his career, but he embraces it. He,
Hmm.
he loves the challenge of making those creations. And we talked about that, how difficult. So you do a difficult job, you really do. We can relate to the information that we've heard before about that, but it's
Hmm.
so key
Yeah.
to that music, isn't it?
Hmm. Hmm. Oh
It's
yeah.
so key to
Yeah.
the success of a lot of that music of the time.
Yeah, it is really,
Yeah.
really difficult to. I mean, there's thousands of synths already pre-made in these
Mm,
keyboards,
mm-hmm.
and if I can't, if I go through all of them, which takes hours, then I got to create something from scratch, which these keyboards are able to do. And so then I got to create sound from scratch, which I have experience with. But I mean, it's pretty fun. I mean, it to me, it's kind of like putting a puzzle together.
Mm.
And the I don't know, sound engineering is a whole different realm, from being a musician on its own. And so I mean, it's been fun but challenging, and but I really like it.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
one of the things I want to ask, I want to kind of get a background of you guys. Kind of tell us how the band kind of come together and formed, and how all this kind of came about.
Well, I started the band about 4.5 years ago. I had come out of another '80s band. This was right around, during COVID.
Right.
You've heard this a zillion times, and bands weren't playing, and we were kind of coming out of it. But I wanted to put together another '80s band, and of course, all the musicians can relate to this, is finding the right people, finding talented people, finding people of like mind. And one of my first finds was Kat. Kat has been with the band since the very beginning, and then we had people come and go. and, interviewed, and auditioned many different people. And we wanted to make sure that everybody had a passion for 80s music, because it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense if you're going to put in the rehearsal time, the learning time, the performance time, and where we want to go as a band. You've got to find people of like mind. So I'd like to think that all the members in the band want to do this, and they all have a passion for 80s music. And all of us, which is great, everybody likes a different artists. And we have a song list of 280 songs that I've compiled. And
Wow.
when we're ready to introduce new music, we just throw out ideas, and it's a democracy, and we vote on what we're going to do. And it's always exciting at the first rehearsals with new songs to see what people come up with. What jazz's patches on the keyboards are going to sound like.
Right.
Does it represent the original music? I always tell the singers, be yourself. Don't try to emulate, let's say, a male singer. They all have great voices, so just sing it where you're comfortable, and everything will work out. And and it does. And we work through the material, and numerous rehearsals, and then we go for it with live performance. And we're lucky because our audiences love the dance music. As we've already said, they're dancing throughout the show, the entire show.
And Steve, I think you hit on something that may help us. DC, he said you got to find talented people to host. If we can find some talented people to host this show,
that may help us out.
We would be good. Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Well, guys, that's going to bring me. I want to ask you this very important question. Okay, now this is probably the most important question you're going to hear in the next 10 years. That's how important this is.
I doubt it, but go ahead.
So, as you can tell, this is a high budget show we do here, right? So, every Friday morning we do our post show at the Waffle House. So, it's such a high priced budget. And what we do, we figured out, DC was trying to figure out a way that he didn't have to pay for breakfast, because that's just DC. So we came up with this concept. We're going to give you 2 artists, and you guys get to pick the artist based on whatever you want. And whoever's artist wins, the other has to buy breakfast. Now, for the last month, up until last week, this has been, for me, it's been very easy, kind of easy like a Sunday morning, because, I got on here and DC would say you and I'd say me, and we'd say it together. But, my artists were coming out, and I was like, hello, I'm winning all night long. I'm winning just all night long. I'm telling you, DC.
Oh, man.
And see, DC always tries to say I cheat. I don't. I'm just going to sit back and take it easy like a Sunday morning. I'm going to let DC tell you the artist.
No, I'm going to let you tell the artist. We're going to change it up. Since
No,
since I forgot the other one anyway.
I don't want to.
So you give them.
I don't want to be accused of cheating, DC. It's Phil Collins versus Lionel Richie, DC.
Thank you.
Your role.
Yeah.
Know your line there, DC. Line.
That's right.
I'm going to let DC give you the artist. I'm going to sit back like I'm taking it easy on a Sunday morning.
There you go.
And relax all night long while he lets you know, no cheating, no words from me.
All right. So Lionel Richie versus Phil Collins. So you get to choose out of those 2 which one you would prefer. You like the best their music.
Wow, that's
For me, Phil Collins.
Well, Carl, it was nice having you on the show.
All right,
Okay.
DC, you can
All
take it
right.
later.
Thanks, DC. Yeah, appreciate that.
I would say Phil Collins. I mean, I love Lionel Richie too, but Phil Collins, I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Who else?
Come on, Fish, you got to help me out here. Come on now.
All right, for the tiebreaker then, Phil Collins.
All right.
You can't beat In the Air Tonight.
Very true.
That is true. All right, Jaslyn.
Yeah, it was Phil Collins always for me.
Okay,
I mean,
so
yeah,
that-
Lionel is great too, but Phil Collins.
Okay.
All 4 of those votes don't count. Steve, your vote's the only one that counts. Get out of here.
I mean, it's not fair. That question is not fair because I've loved Phil Collins from early Genesis days.
Yeah,
So he's one of the most phenomenal drummers. And when
Yes.
Peter
Wait,
Gabriel
they
left
were
Genesis and
Genesis?
he stepped in, I don't,
yeah,
people probably didn't realize that he was a great singer also.
right.
So I mean, I'm already partial to Phil Collins, so it's not really a fair question for me.
I was going to ask you, Steve, about Phil Collins later on in the interview because I was curious what you thought of his drumming, talent to go along, obviously, with his
Well,
singing career.
I think, and I probably speak for many drummers. His work on the early Genesis albums, he wasn't the
Yes.
original drummer in Genesis. He joined, I don't know, it was 1970, 71. But those early albums, Nursery Crime, Foxtrot, are amazing albums from a progressive standpoint, and the drumming is absolutely phenomenal.
Hmm.
He kind of mellowed out by kind of the later 70s, but nonetheless, he's a brilliant drummer, and it's unfortunate where he's at today.
Yeah,
But
with his
I
health.
mean,
Yeah.
he's one of the great drummers.
Okay, so I'm going to give so first off, let me update everybody. So in the chase for the Golden Waffle Award of the Year, which I won last year, I'm happy to report I'm still up 6, regardless of tonight's debacle. DC, I think you sent some pre-show emails.
Well, here's the thing: does my 5 votes count? Like, just add them on there?
It should.
Where? Yeah, that's how we
when
ought
you go
to
to
do it.
McDonald's and you order an order of fries, it's one order of fries. It doesn't matter how many you get. Sorry.
Okay, I thought I'd try anyway.
Yeah, you just keep sweeping, and you're still buying breakfast Friday morning.
I probably will.
But in the Golden Waffle Award hunt, I am still up by 6, so
Okay.
I'm still in good shape.
Cool.
But I am going to give everybody a chance to redeem yourself. Van Halen, David Lee Roth, or Hagar?
David Lee Roth.
There's one redemption.
That don't count in the count of
It doesn't
this year
count,
though.
but hey, I
Yeah.
just really wonder.
For me, I would say because I saw Van Halen in 1977 at the Whiskey in Los Angeles, and so
Wow.
I go way
Wow.
back to David
Yeah.
Lee Roth and everything that happened during long before Sammy joined the band. So I would probably say that I'm partial to the David Lee Roth period.
Right. Yeah. Anybody else?
Well, my very first concert was Sammy Hagar, and they surprisingly opened for Boston, and so I'm
Wow.
gonna go that way.
There you go. Jazz, what do you think? Which version of Van Halen?
Big decision.
Yeah, I can't decide.
It is tough. I mean, and a lot of these work stuff that we did.
Yeah.
Fish. wait
Oh,
on your
David Lee
vote.
Roth, by far.
Yeah. He won big time on that one for sure. What's another one we could? I'm curious. We do this one sometimes. We'll bring it back out for our guests to pick. It was a good one. It was a pretty good battle that we did for several months on this one. How about Michael Jackson? We did Michael Jackson versus Prince.
Oh,
Mm.
It was
Yeah,
a
it was a
great.
good one.
It was a great one.
Yeah, this one was actually closer
Yeah,
than
it was
I
very
really
close.
thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, that is so tough. They're both geniuses.
Mhm.
Both geniuses,
Mhm.
musical geniuses and performers and creative artists. Honestly, I would give them both awards for being, it's so
It would be tough to pick, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's the way I thought about it as well.
I wouldn't be able to pick because I appreciate both of them so much.
They're very strong, both of them. Yeah.
Well, we have something set up. DC, do you have the video we're going to show?
Well, I don't know if it'll work.
Well, let's try it. We're going to try to show one of your videos to all
Yeah.
the listeners out there. I just got a message in wanting to know, hey, we want to see the band. So let's see if
We can try it. We
Let's
can
give it
try
a
it for
shot.
sure. Yeah.
It worked earlier, so let's give it a shot.
All right. Let's see what we got. Let me know. Can you see it and hear it?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Woo!
Amazing job. Amazing
Woo!
job.
Fantastic.
I'm over here and I'm an old guy, but I'm over here doing the old guy dance. Hey,
Yeah, that's right.
you guys are jamming. That's awesome. I love it.
Now, Carl, I've got a question for you. I thought of something I wanted to ask you as that was playing. How challenging is to pull that off?
I am part of the band and have been since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I attend every rehearsal. I set up the soundboard. We dial things in at every rehearsal. So by the time we get to the gig, when we do our sound check, it's 95% there. And then it's a matter of compensating for the room, making sure that the sound is good and is at the levels that everyone can hear every instrument. So I think the rehearsals are key to dialing in the sound, and being the dedicated live sound guy for the band is the trick.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Phenomenal job. Just to make that come together, I know is very, very challenging. It has to be.
And
Takes the
Fantastic.
time.
to me, it would be the different variations of music that you guys play. That would be so challenging to me. That would be the most challenging part. Because a lot of bands, they're kind of like, okay, we're going to play Van Halen music, or, they kind of stay in one genre. But you guys are kind of all over the place. So it's like,
We really are.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're playing the full spectrum of amazing 80s music. And that does require some active compensation and adjustments live.
I think that for us, the whole intention here is to bring back the 80s experience. That's why typically we will do 3 sets, about 30 to 32, 3 songs, when we do a show. And that's why it's quite varied, is because we have many, many different artists within those 30 songs. And we want people to say, God, I remember that song, or it brings me back, back to that decade. And this is what I was doing. And those were songs that I remember.
Yeah.
And I think to me that is, to me that's just the 80s. You just summed up the 80s. Even though I was more of the kind of hair metal guy, when Madonna came on, I'm listening. When Lionel Richie came on,
Sure.
listening. Adamant. I'm listening. And you're jamming to it. So that's kind of the '80s in general. It's just everybody listened to kind of everything.
And I think Kat mentioned it earlier about it. Just was a unique experience of all the genres of music,
Yes.
and everybody could just get focused in on any of it. And I think that's a special bond that the '80s music has and will always have over a lot of the other decades. Is that variety of music that everybody loves so much.
And for me, one of the true things that is keeping this music alive is when performers like you get on stage and still perform it for generation after generation after generation.
Absolutely. I mean, what a gift. I mean, to do that. And that's the way we have to have it, where it'll continue to be a strong type of music that's out there.
Well, music's so universal, DC, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
I
right.
don't think it's timeless. It's timeless.
Yeah,
If you
right.
listen to, Beethoven and still, have that full experience of joy, or whether it's listening to Journey or Duran Duran or, Nirvana, whatever that is, right?
Sure.
So it speaks to your soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Music speaks to your soul.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
say this,
Well put. Well put.
Only on DND Dynamite 80s would you hear Bach and Beethoven with David Lee Roth.
That's right. That's right.
That'd be great.
We're the 80s from 1880 to 1980.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
That's right. That's right. Whatever 80s. Yeah,
Right,
that's
doesn't
right.
matter. It's all
Yeah.
good.
That's right. Oh, well, DH, before we let these guys go, I guess we need to do our Laughing with Lens segment.
Lynn must be working overtime. I hadn't heard from him.
I hadn't heard from Dr. Lynn. Okay. Dr. Lynn is a very great supporter of our podcast. He is a chiropractor that lives in Nebraska, and he's followed us for a long, long time. And we came up with an idea to kind of recognize him on the show weekly. So we do Laughing with Lynn. So Lynn sends us an 80s dad joke every week. Mm-hmm. So we play that, or we say it on here for Lynn. So this is from Lynn this week. Where did the cantaloupe take his vacation back in the 80s? Where did the cantaloupe take his vacation back in the 80s? Anybody got a guess?
No idea where this is going.
Okay.
I'm worried.
I'll help you. John Cougar's Melon Camp.
There we go.
Oh, so Dr. Lynn, that's a great one, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate you sending that to us, buddy. Keep sending them. That was a good one. That was a good one. So, Laughing with Lynn.
Yeah.
There
Very
you go.
good.
Thank you so much. Guys, before we get out of here, would you, if y'all don't mind, if you'll show up everybody with your socials and where they
how to follow you guys and where to see you, and some upcoming stuff and all that great stuff.
Steve?
So we have our website, which is www.wearethe80sband.com. We have a lot of social media on Instagram at We Are the 80s Band. Our calendar is on the website. We always announce on Instagram where we're playing. In the LA area, there are, let's see, our next show is this month. I think it's on the 22nd out here in the Ventura area, and we play more often than not, usually once a month out here in Calabasas at the Sagebrush Cantina, where we're very well received. And we're playing, we got a full schedule through the end of the year.
Fantastic. Guys, can you hold there as we talk about a few sponsors here? And we appreciate your time. It was great to catch up with you. And all the best to you and your families. And we hope we'll talk with you again in the future.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. All right, DH, go with it, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another episode of D&D Dynamite 80s. folks, I would like to either give you all congratulations or condolences, depending on how you look at it, because you're now members of the D&D Dynamite family. So if it's exciting and happy news, congratulations. If it's sad and you're like, oh, crap, condolences. But either way, so
right.
welcome aboard. I want to give a quick apology to our sponsors. We're having some technical issues tonight. We'll play you twice next week. Sometime
There you go.
when DC's talking and it doesn't matter, which is normal, we'll just play over him until it's all good.
That's right.
But I do want to give a special shout out to three organizations.
Yeah.
When we started this thing 6.5 years ago, we still hadn't got it right, DC.
No.
But when we started this thing, we thought if we ever get to the point we can give back, that's what we want to do. So we've been very fortunate to be able to partner with three organizations and to be associated with them. The first is the Magic Yarn Project, and what these folks do, they do head coverings. It's volunteers across the nation, and they
Strictly volunteers. Yep.
and they donate them to children that are battling cancer, like princess and superhero headgears. Makes such a huge difference for those kids. So keep them in your thoughts, prayers. If you want to volunteer, give them money, whatever you want to do, we'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Next is Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids. And there's a book from Charlie Bubbles, our friend the Vooch, Paul Karafotis.
The actor also writes children's books.
He writes children's books, Charlie Bubbles. And what they do in this organization is if you make a donation to the organization, they provide books to children that may not be able to get those books otherwise. And as educators, we know how important literacy is at a young age. So we please ask that you support them. And the last is Hearts for Isabella. And that's sweet Isabella right there. And we met her through Paul Karafotis and Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids. Isabella was born with a heart condition that she succumbed to. And her parents started an organization. They got with Charlie Bubbles, asked to write a book about Isabella, which he did.
Braveheart. Yeah.
Braveheart right there.
Mhm.
But they started an organization where they go into hospitals and they help families that are going through similar situations kind of try to make it through those situations. So just three amazing organizations and groups of people. We ask that you keep them thoughts, prayers, donate your time, donate your money, just anything you can do to help those organizations out. It's appreciated. Give a special shout out to Tammy Dever, Totally Cool 80s.
Yep.
She is a major friend of the show, and this is her book.
Totally Cool 80s. Absolutely.
Yeah. The day we found yesterday. Now, folks, if you want to have fun with grandkids, this thing is full of 80 references, and you can go through it, show them the reference, play the song. They'll look at you like you're really young.
It is a fantastic book. It really is.
Fun. So, and also just a shout out. We wasn't able to get to the show, but Rock and Roll Rev had a show August 1st.
The Roy Band out of Nashville.
The highlights. It was an amazing show, as we knew it would. And the Roy Band, great group.
Great supporters of ours, yeah.
I know we didn't get everybody in on our sponsors and all. We PJG Marketing, thanks for all you do for us.
Sure.
But we just wanted to kind of give some shout outs. So as I end off, before I send it over to DC every week, remember, folks, it doesn't cost anything extra to be kind. So always be kind to each other. DC?
Amen, brother. One quick thing that you forgot. Where can they, if they want to torture themselves, where can they find us?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
You forgot that.
That is about time you came up with a good question.
I finally did.
Finally have one. So yes, I left that out on purpose so you would have a question.
There you go.
Folks,
There
you
you
can
go.
find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us Facebook, on our website, all DND Dynamite 80s. Canyon Star TV, we're on there. Crop season's about over, but you'll have your scarecrows for next year. Just take a shot of our faces, put them out there. It all works from Canyon Star.
Yeah.
We haven't got any royalties from those yet, but they're saying they're having to give them away, so I don't know.
Right. All right. Well, next week, my friend, we are going to have a special show. It's going to be totally different than we've ever done.
Uh-oh. What's going on
I'm
next
excited about that. We are going to celebrate 40 years of our high school reunion coming up. We're going to have a bunch of our classmates join us as guests. So we're going to have a blast, man. That's going to be fun.
You're telling me you graduated 40 years ago?
Yeah, you don't have to spread that out. Yeah, spread that word.
You are old, man. I mean, I know I'm not that
Not
old.
that you were not that you weren't in that class too, but
Hey,
there
I
you
will
go.
always be 20-something days younger than you, so it doesn't matter.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, next week, Smyrna High School class of 1986.
Gonna be a
We
great
are
show.
going to celebrate with having you guys on the show.
I expect Jeff Gibbons to talk enough where I don't have to next week.
He might.
Throw it out there.
He might. So anyway, guys, that's on YouTube tonight, listening to us or do the replay. Hey, join in with your comments and reminisce with us of the '80s. Doesn't have to be all classmates. We'd love to hope you pop on and take that one in. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun one.
It'll be different.
It'll be different. It will. So anyway, we're looking forward to that. Been looking forward to that one for a long time. But yeah, we've got our reunion about a month out, and so that'll be fun to catch up with a lot of those guys. I think people are going to be on from New York and all over the place. So excited about having those guys on for sure.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
So once again, we are the 80s out of the LA area. We appreciate your time tonight, all you guys, and very, very talented group. So if you're in the LA area or in the California area where you can see these guys, please go out and see them in person, and check out all the great stuff they got online as well. And guys, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
again.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
So as DC always leads us out, keep playing those 80s, my friends, and we'll see you next time.
See you next week, folks.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
Bye.